Hello Orchid friends, welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day, staying healthy and staying safe. Today we're going to look at my Phalaenopsis schilleriana TKP. It's that time of the year again that my schilleriana is in bloom again. This is a species orchid for those of you who are new to the orchid hobby. This orchid, just like Bellina, for orchid hobbyists, you almost have to have one in your collection. Almost always. I got this orchid many years ago. This is one of the first few species orchids I acquired because ever since I learned about orchid growing, schilleriana has always been on my list to purchase. And I kept looking because I learned that there are many different cultivars of schilleriana. Sometimes the difference lies in the leaves, the way the flower looks, and whether they're fragrant or not. So I kept looking and waited until I came across this schilleriana TKP cultivar. However, this particular cultivar is not fragrant, at least for mine anyway. Some other people's schilleriana TKP is fragrant, so I don't know if this orchid is also seed propagated so that it just somehow did not get that characteristics during the propagation process. I don't know, but this orchid is still always very, very much a good orchid to try out, to grow, at least for me, because when it blooms, it is something else. Especially if there are light exposures, when this orchid is under any kind of light and you look at the back side of the flower, it literally looks like many butterflies flying. So to me, this orchid looks amazing, even though it's not fragrant. Just the way the flowers look, as well as how the leaves look, it's just, it's enough. This orchid this time gives me 5 bloom. It's never given me more than 7 blooms, and sometimes I think it's just because this orchid is still a small plant. I've seen other people's schilleriana grown to be really, really big, but a lot of those are mounted, and I grow this in a cup. Later in the video you'll see that. So it could be age, it could be the way that I grow this orchid, not just the container size, but then also could be that I simply don't give this orchid enough fertilizer for it to grow bigger. So that's something I'm also trying out. Maybe I will need to give it some, I guess, slow release fertilizer granules. So that may be something I do. So later in the video, you'll see that this orchid is grown in inorganic media. It's a mixture of manto clay and hydrocorn, and I use double cup method. And then I use a blue outer cup to block out light exposure to avoid potential algae forming. Other than that, this orchid has been relatively easy to grow. The only complaint I may have for this orchid is that the leaf count has always been 3 or 4. Every time it will grow a new leaf and then it will start to shed the oldest leaf. So it's never really bushy for some reason. And it could be just this particular variety, because I have at least 2 other orchid hobbyists or subscribers contacting me and telling me that their schilleriana TKP also do the same thing. It's never with many leaves, but they keep blooming. So it could be just the characteristics of this one, or maybe just because it doesn't like the cup or inorganic media. For those of you who actually have a very leafy schilleriana TKP, please let me know and let us know what you do, how you do it. And here is the video clip of this orchid when it was in full bloom. Schilleriana is not a very long bloomer. Every time, I think it's just almost a month, not quite a month. So I'll say maybe 3 to 4 weeks is probably the right estimate. It's never long lasting. And the flower isn't very substantial, it's actually really soft. And if you look at the root system here, there are some roots that were already dry and dead, which is why toward the end of the video you'll see some photos of me repotting this orchid, because I wanted to examine just how many roots are dead inside and just use this gentle repot opportunity to, I guess, remove all the dead tissue, unnecessary substance, and then repot this orchid back into the same container. I think I even used the same media mixture. I didn't use a new batch. I just used the same one because, you know, nothing was wrong with this orchid other than I wanted to take it out and trim off some dead root tissues. So I reused the original media mix. So the inner cup has drainage holes at the bottom of the cup, so that is a traditional setup. And then the inorganic media is a mixture of manto clay and hydrocorn, like I told you. And because I use another outer cup, a plastic cup, so that way this method gives me the flexibility of going between traditional setup and semi-hydroponic if I want to leave some water at the bottom of the cup, depending on what I think this orchid needs. And here is the root system. After I took it out of the container, there were some dead roots, tissue, so it was not bad. You know, still relatively decent root system, so I just went ahead and trimmed off some of the dead root tissue, and that was it. And then I basically just put this orchid back into the original container and fill it up with the original substrate mixture. It was a very quick, maybe 5-minute repot. Very easy to do. And now it looks a lot better, and hopefully it'll continue to thrive and give us more bloom next bloom cycle. I'll keep you updated, keep you posted. This is all I have for you today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to get more orchid related videos from my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification. I want to wish you happy growing, and I will talk to you in my next video. Ciao!